Hi everyone, yasas que kalos irtate to another episode of Dimitra's Dishes. Today I have another delicious chicken sheet pan dinner that's going to be on the table in an hour. It's so good. You're going to have chicken, veggies, halloumi cheese, some feta cheese on there. You can't go wrong with it. There's tons of flavor in this and so easy to put together. Let's get started. Okay, so we're going to begin by seasoning and marinating the chicken. I have 3.5 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. You can use chicken thighs with the skin on and the bone in if you prefer that, or if you just have that on hand. And drumsticks will work too. Breast will not work in this recipe because it's just going to dry out. The cooking time is too long for chicken breast. You want a meat that's a little bit more tender. So I'm going to season this with salt and freshly cracked black pepper, a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. If you love cinnamon, you could add a little bit more. Crushed red pepper flakes if you like a little bit of heat, a heaping teaspoon of dried oregano, and 1 teaspoon of ground coriander. Flip the chicken over, and on the other side, I'll just do salt and pepper and a little bit of oregano. I'm going to skip the other spices because there's enough flavoring in there. And then we're going to add the dressing. So I'll mix the dressing together in a separate bowl. 1/2 cup of balsamic glaze. So balsamic glaze is a little bit thicker and sweeter. If you don't have balsamic glaze, you can use balsamic vinegar and just add 1 to 2 tablespoons of honey to the mixture. I'll add 1 small can of tomato paste. This can is 6 ounces or 170 grams. A little bit of olive oil and 4 garlic cloves. This is way more because I love garlic and I grate my garlic in big batches. 4 garlic cloves that are grated will add enough flavor, but you could add all the way up to 7 or 8. Mix this all together and then pour it over the chicken. Toss the chicken so that way it's coated on all sides, and then just set it aside while we cut up the veggies. So I have potatoes that are peeled. These are just golden potatoes. Russet potatoes will work too. And I'll just chop them up into slices. I feel like the thinner they are, the better they're going to cook. Potatoes do take a little bit of extra time. And even though I'm not doing it in this step right here, you can roast the potatoes for 15 minutes and then add the rest of the veggies in here. That's an extra step if you like a little bit more tender potatoes. I'm just going to throw everything all together today. And then I'll add 2 bell peppers. Any color bell pepper will do. Just dice them up into bigger chunks. I have an onion here too. I'll just cut this into wedges. 2 carrots. I didn't even peel them. You can peel them if you want. Just cut them up into chunks around the same size as the bell peppers. Then I have a zucchini here. I'll just cut that into rounds. And some halloumi cheese. This is 225 grams of halloumi cheese. It softens up a little bit in the oven, but it does hold its shape and its texture. Just cut it up into bigger cubes. And then we'll season this with a little bit of olive oil, some salt, freshly cracked black pepper, and some dried oregano. Toss everything all together and then just put the chicken on top with all of that marinade. I also like to pour a cup of water into this. It's going to help the veggies cook. The veggies and the chicken are going to release some of their juices, so there will be more juice in the pan. If you want to use a different pan that has a little bit more depth to it, that's fine, but this will hold everything just right. This is going to go in the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about an hour. You can halfway through flip the chicken over. I didn't do that until the very end, and some of the chicken looks like it got a little bit too charred for my liking, but it'll still be fine. It's not burned. Flip the chicken over if you waited till the last minute like I did, and just return it to the oven for about 5 minutes, so just so that way the other side can get a little bit of color on it. And then once it comes out of the oven, you can crumble some feta cheese on top and serve this with some lemon wedges, and it's ready to serve. And just like that, your chicken sheet pan dinner will be ready. The house is going to smell incredible. You can serve this as is or with some rice pilaf. I'll put the link on the blog post with the serving suggestions. Or you can serve this just like this with a green salad, even though you don't need salad with this because there are so many veggies in here. But of course, you could do a nice green marullo salata, which is a green lettuce salad. So good and refreshing. It smells amazing. The chicken needs to be tasted right now. Just perfect. I love that tomato in there. When I first shared this marinade for my roasted chicken with the tomato marinade, it really went crazy. You guys loved it. Very popular. So I decided to combine it with veggies and make a sheet pan meal out of this and throw in some halloumi cheese. I love halloumi cheese when it's still warm because it's soft, yet it holds its shape. So good. This is delicious. I think your family is going to love it. It's a great way to add more nutrition to your meals by getting veggies in there. I hope you guys give this recipe a try. You can head on over to the website, dimitrasdishes.com, to print this one out. Try it, make it, share your feedback with me in the comments. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I'll see you all next time. Guess us. So good. And the chicken is still really soft.